Hello, my people. Good day to you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time zone you're listening to this, thank you for joining me on today's episode of Daily Mind Shift. My name is Michael Ujuala for Mindset Transformation Africa. And on today's episode, I want us to talk about something that is difficult for many of us and that I believe without we embracing it, we will have a very difficult and grim and dark life, all right? Like I said yesterday, we will talk about something that I will anchor on a particular phrase thereabout. You are not too old. That's what I want to be talking about for the next 10, 12 days. You are not too old. And yesterday, we spoke about the fact that you are not too old to change your mind. So today, we will talk about another thing that you are not too old to do. You are not too old to forgive first. You are not too old to forgive first. You are not too old to forgive first. So we're going to talk about that topic. I know it's difficult for many of us. Forgiveness. Many of us think forgiveness shouldn't happen or it's about the other person. And you've heard it over and over again that forgiveness is about you, but you don't get it. Today we will talk about it. But I want to talk about it from the angle of age. Because most people, after they've grown up to a level, they believe that the younger one should be the one to come and apologize, or they can never be wrong. I'm older than you, so I know what I'm doing. I know what I said, even though they know within themselves that they were wrong. And even sometimes that they know within themselves that they were not wrong, but they just did not see that they are not too old to forgive first. So we are going to explore that idea for some couple of minutes, and I hope you get value. So forgiveness is a powerful tool that can help us move forward in life, but it is often seen as a weakness. Especially as you age, you start seeing forgiveness more as a weakness, as if people will keep taking you for granted if you keep letting things slide. I'm not saying forgiveness is you not demanding responsibility or accountability from people, but forgiveness is you not attributing suffering or retribution to another person. That is what forgiveness is. So many people believe that forgiveness means you let others off the hook, or maybe you are condoning bad behavior. But the reality is forgiveness is about letting go of anger, all right? It's letting go of the resentment. It is finding peace within yourself. That's exactly what I'm trying to tell you, that it's not about the other person. It's about you finding peace within yourself about whatever is done to you or against you. It's about you finding peace within yourself. It's about you letting go of anger. It's about you letting go of retribution. It's about you letting go of resentment. Easier said than done, yes. I'm not saying it is easy. I'm saying it is simple. When you approach it simply like that, it becomes easier over time. No matter what is done to you, no matter how gruesome it is, when you know that forgiveness is about you letting go of the anger, not addicted to the pain of resentment, finding peace within yourself, then you start finding ways for you to let it go. So we will talk about some examples and all. We will give examples of Nelson Mandela. Let me start with that. One of the most powerful examples of forgiveness is the story of Nelson Mandela. Most of you know him. After spending 27 years in prison, Mandela emerged as a leader and symbol of hope in South Africa. Despite the gruesome atrocities committed against him and his people, Mandela chose to forgive his oppressors and work towards reconciliation. Do you understand me? It's one of the highest honor or that we give him today in the whole of Africa. Forgiveness of your oppressors, trying to build a bridge between the oppressors and the oppressed. Do you understand? So Nelson Mandela did not consider the time that he spent in prison. He did not consider all the suffering of his people. He did not discount the suffering. He did not assume that it did not happen. No, he faced all that happened, and yet he chose forgiveness and he chose reconciliation. Another example that I've read about is the story of Eva Moses Kaur, a survivor of the Holocaust, who forgave the Nazis who experimented on her and her sister. Kaur believed that forgiveness was essential to her own healing, and that holding on to anger and resentment would only hurt her. So I want you to emulate these two great people. I want us to embrace these stories of courage, because it takes courage to forgive this type of gruesome thing. If you've read any story about the Holocaust, you know it's not a joke. You know it's not something that you will not read about and weep. So for someone to forgive the people that experimented on her and her sister, it's a courageous act. And she said that she believed that forgiveness was essential to her own healing. So it's about her, not even about the nurses, not even about what they did wrong. It's about her. It's about her own healing. It's about letting go of the anger and the resentment justifiably that she felt. Do you understand? So it's important for you to know within yourself that you are not too old to forgive first. Forgive first can be very difficult, but it can help you develop in your life. It can help you grow as a more rounded, grounded, and mature human being. When we forgive, we are able to let go of negative emotions. We are able to move forward with our lives. Difficult, but simple. Easy? No. It's not easy, but it is doable. People have done it. Imagine you are in a long-standing feud. You are fighting with a family member, for example. Both of you have said hurtful things about one to another. You are not even sure how to move forward. But by forgiving first, you are able to break the circle of negativity. You are able to open up the possibility of healing and growth. You are able to bring reconciliation. Did I say it's going to be easy? No. I'm saying it's going to be difficult, but it is doable. And it will help you become better. It will help you heal faster. It will help you yourself become more at peace. How do you do this? How do you really let go? How do you become more open to forgiving first? How do you do that? Number one is, I will just say this, let go of anger. All right, let go of the resentment that you feel towards people. Most people are so addicted to that feeling of resentment. That's the only way they function. And that is not peace. Unless you don't want peace. If you really want peace, you have to open your hand and open your heart and open your soul and let go, and open your spirit and let go of anger. Let go of that resentment that you have towards the people that really hurt you. Holding on to the anger and resentment will only hurt you. But when you let go of the negative emotions, these negative emotions, as powerful as they are, as addictive as they are, when you let go of them, that is when you can find peace within yourself. And I would say also you should practice empathy. Can you try, as difficult as it is, can you try to put yourself in the other person's shoes? Can you try to put yourself and understand their perspective? Can you try to see what might have happened or influenced what they did? Can you try to put yourself in their shoes? Difficult, yes, but doable. Practice empathy. It will help you to find compassion. Empathy will help you to find understanding even in difficult situations. Practice empathy and focus on the future. That's one way for you to be open to forgiving first. Focus on what is possible with you and this person or with yourself in the future. Forgiving first is about moving forward. It's about not dwelling on the past. It's about moving forward. So focus on what you want to achieve. Focus on how you can work towards that goal that you want to achieve. Be patient with yourself also. That's another way for you to forgive first. Be patient. Don't rush this forgiveness thing. Forgiveness is a process. It's not a one-time event. You forgive every single moment you remember that thing. You forgive. You let it go. It may take time. It will even take time to work through all your emotions that you are feeling. But finally, if you work on it every single day, you will come to a place of forgiveness. So you're not too old to forgive first. You are not too old to let go of resentment. You're not too old to let go of the anger associated with what is done to you. Do you understand? So practice empathy. Focus on the future. Be patient with yourself and take care of yourself. That is what forgiveness will do to you. Forgiveness is emotionally tasking, so practice self-care. Remember, you are not too old to forgive first.